We're closing at the lows of the day. It's a good 180-point sharp fall that you've seen, about 1.5% lower, but that's okay. Nothing to be perturbed about. Like we were chatting earlier as well with Dipan, today's dip has purely been technical in nature. So sub the 12,800 mark, that's why you're starting sharp at 12,775 in the Nifty futures. The breadth as well is closing in at the lows of the day. 104 stocks standing to the declines within the F&O universe on close, but just 32 to the greens. Tata Chemical, BEL, Bata, Bosch, Cummins, ITC, NTPC and Titan to some degree have been the winners. And on the flip side, the pressure is really coming from banks today. ICICI Bank goes home with a 4.25% cut, RBL down 4.2%, SBI down roughly 5%, and Federal Bank has taken it on the chin with a 6% cut coming in there as well. Coal India, UPL, Marico, L&T Housing Finance, JSW Steel have also seen some amount of profit taking coming in today. Sectorally today, you could blame it on banks as well as realty. They've been the biggest drags. Cap goods have managed to hold out. Cement has been an underperformer, as have been media, infrastructure, metals, oil and gas, pharma, technology, telecom. They've all been laggards today. In fact, there's only FMCG which has managed to close flat, and capital goods, you can say, is the only significant winner today sectorally. Avan, what about the newsmakers?
Well, you have Vedanta that's been in focus. Remember, the Economic Times talking about how the parent is likely to make an open offer to raise its stake to about 75% after that failed delisting. Something like Hero Moto has been active on the back of strong festive sales. Remember, they sold over 14 lakh units of their motorcycles and scooters in the festive season. We got you the ET Now exclusive on Motherson Sumi charting their 5-year very ambitious plans, talking about targeting a revenue of about $36 billion by 2025. Within the aviation space, good news coming in for SpiceJet, as we understand that Boeing as well, the aviation watchdog essentially has given the green signal to Boeing 737 MAX aircraft, and SpiceJet is the sole operator of that aircraft. So certainly coming in is good news for a SpiceJet. Other than that, you do have some of the names like some of those banks that have been in focus as well, with that Supreme Court petition seeking the interest waiver during moratorium. So some of those stocks as well have been in focus, but they've been the key laggards in today's trading session. So wrapping up the day with a 580-point gash on the frontline index, the Sensex, the Nifty too is under a bit of pressure. We paused that 4-day rally, closing in sub 12,800, with the Nifty Bank declining for the first time in 5 days. Incidentally, we're sub 29,000 on the Nifty Bank, the worst day since the 15th of October.